Welcome to Sunday Morning Quarterback with Jay Stockwell and Bob Frady.
Buenos Aires, señores Stockwell.
Yeah, man, here we are in
Greetings from Tustin, Italy, where the anger of Husker fans follows us and is now crying the tears of disappointment on our very foreheads here in this beautiful, beautiful country.
This feels like last year, a one-score loss, and we had every opportunity to win it. We didn't even
As the series says, we're still searching for 3.
How do we, oh my God, I got up in the middle of the night. It was 4:00 in the morning, and we were ahead at that point. It was 24-17. And I'm like, okay, game's well in hand. I can go back to bed. I'll watch it in the morning. And then I got up at 7 and saw the final score and was crushed. It blows up all of our predictions for the year.
Too many Husker fan tears for me right now. I have to move inside.
Oh, okay. You were outside?
I was outside, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now I'm inside.
My connection's better than yours. It's maybe.
My connection's better than yours. Of course it is.
So let's get into this a little bit, Bob. Now we've read a lot about the game, but it sounded like we were playing the officiating crew as well, because Nebraska had, oh my God, something like 90 yards in penalties. 8 for
including
9.
Some big ones.
Crazy.
Listen, you can push that button all you want, but that stuff happened. It's like, hey, listen. If somebody would have said after 4 games you'd be 3-1, you'd take it, right?
Well, yeah, probably. We got a little over our skis.
I think we may have, or I may have riled the fans up too much with the 11-1 prediction, but it's going to take a tough road to make it to 11-1 at this point.
So let's fill in the crew before we get into the game. Why are we here? What are we doing? What are we doing in Italy? Go ahead, Bob Purdy.
We are riding bikes through Tuscany, discovering the lovely Tuscan landscape. Why are we here? Because it was a very special birthday present for the lovely and talented Mrs. Frady.
There you go.
You know what? Sometimes, fellas, you got to do what you got to do, and then you make the best of it. And that's what we're doing, and I'm having a pretty good time.
This is something that Betsy and I have done. This is our 5th backroads bike trip in Europe. We've done 3 in France, or 3 in Italy and 2 in France. And it's just a great way to see the countryside, get some exercise. Today we did 28 miles. It was about 2 hours and 11 minutes on the bikes and burned 1,300 calories. And
I don't understand why they don't have a back roads in Nebraska when pretty much every road in Nebraska is a back road.
Okay, yeah.
You'd think they could be for days. Like we're taking
Nebraska. Nebraska, it's not for everybody, Bob. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, you can stop and why not? Because people would be like, why are you stopping here? And the answer would be, why not? So you could. There's a lot of places you could go.
If you're going to go to Why Not, we'd have to go to Bow Valley.
Well, listen, you're talking high cuisine right there. So there's probably, dewdrop in somewhere that we could get some good chow at. But yeah,
Well, we'd have to go see Vernon John, our friend Vern Cottle, who's released his new album, Vernon John.
There you go.
On all platforms.
I think the surprise of the game for me was the black shirts didn't deliver.
Yeah, shockingly.
That was a big surprise. But listen, you look at college football this season. There's wackadoodle scores all over the board. Michigan gets blown up by Texas, and then all of a sudden USC can't stop the run, and Michigan beats them. And then Notre Dame loses to Northern Illinois, and Northern Illinois loses to Buffalo. It's like it's early.
So this is why I think this could be a blessing in disguise, because the Husker Nation was getting way out over their skis, all of us.
Some of the vitriol on the socials about Husker fans and how you haven't beaten a ranked team in like 158 years is really comical to watch,
Yeah.
especially after the beatdown that they gave Colorado fans. It's like,
And then Fire Rule was trending on. I mean, give me a break, Fire Rule.
what's
Fire Rule is
the
best thing that's ever happened to this new program?
what does the Bible say? You reap what you sow.
Yeah.
So if you're sowing that negativity, you're going to get it back. Don't quit, knock it out, Husker fans. Be like us, captains of positivity. So
Exactly. There were so many aspects of the game that we couldn't, in the second half, couldn't stop the run. Literally couldn't stop the run. Dylan Raiola is probably the only aspect of the game that gets like an A. Special teams, big bomb.
big
Defense.
field goal miss. Backup kicker. It's a tough spot. These kids are 18, 19 years old. It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
And the other guy was hurt. So Tristan was hurt. So they go to the backup and he misses. And he's got to live with that. And if not that they win, and not that Illinois doesn't come back and kick a field goal, but they didn't. So it's a tough one. Searching for 2.0.
Let's go through some of the Husker Max writers. I just love these guys. Tad Stryker. The main problem for the Big Red was that in the second half wore on, they started absorbing body blows instead of handing them out. And I think that's right. From everything I've read and seen, I watched a ton of the recaps. By the way, we got Dylan's little brother committed to Nebraska. Did you see that?
There you go.
That's really cool. Christopherson, in some ways, it was a stunner. Not that Nebraska lost, but the Black Shirts, which have strength all offseason, never got a grip on the game. That to me that was your take, Bob. I think that is the most shocking thing, is that I think the defense took a step back. And it to me that they're more talented now than they've ever been. And
I think the first 3 games, as I was kind of talking about, pass rush wasn't there. And it's like, we're playing drop coverage, yada, yada, yada. But it's not quite right. Plenty of time to right the ship, but it's
totally
I wouldn't want to be at practice if I was a Black Shirt this week.
I think it's going to be a hard week of practice, but I think like Michigan, I think they're going to bounce back somewhat beautifully, and I think they're going to learn a ton from this week, hopefully.
It's always tough when your team loses, really. But let's face it, there's only one national championship, one national champion, and so there's a lot of disappointed fans all over the country at any given week.
Tom Chattel, the Black Shirts found out quickly they weren't facing Colorado's porous offensive line.
Yeah, they had maybe the Tony White's defense has a shelf life, and then once people get enough film and once they start to figure it out, then they can defend it properly. Yeah, you're kind of with the 3-3-5, you're kind of light in the box, and what happens when you're light in the box? You get run over.
Arnie Just, Lincoln Journal-Star, season is far from lost. There's still some hope to be found in the future, 100%. The LA Nebraskan, for the second week in a row, the Black Shirts failed to live up to their standard. So I gather that's going to be the big conversation.
Here's the real takeaway from this game. Once again, the fatter football coach won the game.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Matt needs to hit the training table a little bit there.
Yeah, they
thinking he has a kiss of babies is all good, but
we won the turnover battle, but we lost the 381 to 345 yards. Penalties 3 for 20 for Illinois, 9 for 89 for Nebraska. That's just got to throw the coaching staff for a loop.
You have to learn how to win, and you have to learn how to win close games. And these guys have not won a lot of close games in the past.
Yeah,
this set of teammates. You got to learn how to do it. I think they will. They'll figure it out. The schedule's not that tough for the rest of the year. There's going to be some challenging games on there.
No. We have a very tough schedule, dude. We have a.
Yeah, that's what you say. But like, UCLA is not that tough. Is USC going to be tough? Who knows? Is Indiana and Rutgers going to be tough? Who knows?
Indiana's at the top of the league right now, 4-0 with Illinois.
Yeah.
and they put it to UCLA on the road. So Indiana's going to be good. We got, let's not look past this Saturday. Purdue's been a spoiler for us for a number of years now.
I feel bad for Purdue this season because they played Notre Dame the week after Notre Dame fumbled the game away to, whoever they lost to. And Notre Dame took it out on them, beat them 66-7. Now they play Nebraska the week after Nebraska essentially fumbles away the game. So I'm not too worried about motivation for Purdue. They're probably like, what, dude? Dude, stop. Why is everybody so mad when they come in here?
But then they got Indiana and Ohio State on the road. Those are going to be 2 tough weeks.
Listen, let's not worry about, like you said, let's focus. Let's, part of the reason why we're here is to remain in the moment, which is why we weren't up at 2 a.m. Italy time watching the football game. We had to stay in the. Actually, you know what happened is we did our best Nebraska pregame, and then we discovered that the Nebraska pregame ends at 6:30 at night. Ours ended at 1 a.m, and we just couldn't make the kickoff. So we had all sorts of intentions to make the kickoff. By the time our pregame was over, it was
funny because our 20-hour journey to get here was so long.
It was okay. It's okay.
So this week, because we're on the road, we're combining the post-game recap and the pre-game podcast for Purdue.
Plus, it gave us a couple of days to calm down and stop swearing, so we were able to be better people.
So let's talk about what we think is going to happen on Saturday. 11 o'clock game, Saturday
11
morning.
a.m.
As Matt Rule says he'd like to do 9 a.m. games if he was calling the shots. So he likes the morning games.
Yeah, that's another thing. Do you really want to have games on a Friday night in the middle of the season? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's another factor. It's like, to me, see, all the money grab. It's like, it's so ridiculous. It's like football was meant to be played in the afternoon in the fall. This back when I was a kid, on all this Friday Night Lights stuff, because for some stupid movie, and I blame the state of Texas. Once again, Texas is the problem. And I'm okay with that, Texas being the problem. Friday Night Lights, it's like a weed. It just takes over all the football stadiums all across the U.S. And Friday nights, listen, I don't know about you, I go to school all week. Friday nights, I don't really need to be playing football. I'm just still in my school head. Saturday, though. Saturday's the day. And not Saturday at 10 at night or Saturday at, 9 in the morning. It's like Saturday afternoon. Make it work. You got 4 time zones. You can start at 4 different times. So enough of that. Enough of my yapping. 11 o'clock in the morning. Why are they having an 11 o'clock in the morning game? It's the stupidest time in the world. It's like, quit your money grubbing bums. Like, give these kids a break and put them on a regular schedule.
Basically, you think the defense is going to come in just pissed, and Dylan Raiola is just going to continue to shine. I've looked at the data. I'm going to come out and say that Nebraska is going to win this game 45-7 on the road on Saturday. Bounce back, be 4-1, the team's going to learn a lot from this loss to Illinois, I think we continue the march for the balance.
I think it's okay. There you go. So 45-7. So
45.
You're taking the over.
Taking the over. 45.
Okay.
I think Dylan Raiola has proven that he missed in this game. He missed some wide open receivers, and he's going to learn from that. And he's very good with his progressions.
In every game, every quarterback misses some wide open receivers. It's quarterbacks can see everybody at the same time.
I predict he's going to begin to learn from that and just get better and better and better. So I'm expecting.
You know what, Jay? You just predicted that a freshman will learn and be better over time. That's deep. Deep.
Deep. It's deep.
Deep.
Deep analysis. But I have faith. I have faith in Matt Rule. I think he's a great coach, and all these people that are talking, this is some like continuation of his Carolina Panther days. Is
please,
completely bogus.
You know what? People live to get clicks. That's pretty much it. Like unlike us, where we're not even sure what a click is, but it's like they just.
We do so little to actually add to our clicks. It's not even fun.
Yeah, and really, we're positive. We're positive people. That's what makes us successful as business people. But all the nattering nabobs of negativity out there win the interclick game. It's like they just it's ridiculous. But it is what it is. The society has changed, but it's fine. I think it's 35-14.
Okay.
Does that give me the over?
That gives you 49. You're in the under.
Yeah, I'm under because I like the spread in the under. I think that the Black Shirts will, they'll have to do a little adaptation. I don't think it's quite as tight as we had thought it is, or as a unit, but we'll see. But yeah, I like 35-14 under in the spread. It's like because here's the thing: don't search for 3, search for 7. Just get 7. Get 7, and you won't need 3. It takes out 2 threes.
Deep breath. Take a deep breath. We're going to go out to a nice dinner tonight. Have a little limoncello.
Yeah.
But we want you to know that despite being on vacation in Italy and riding bikes through Tuscany, that we're still thinking about everybody, and very excited about the game on Saturday. We'll be landing in Minneapolis around 12:30, so we'll be watching that game from the air, most likely.
If we get. Yeah,
we get.
That's the one thing I figured out. Oh, by the way, if you Husker fans have YouTube TV and you go to a foreign country and try to use a VPN to get around,
Forget it.
The YouTube TV pops up a message that says, "Can't use a VPN with this." It's like,
But and this trip's about to get better from what you missed it at the pool, Bob. The next hotel's supposed to be a stunner. So
here's my philosophy to life. Every day you wake up, you've already won the day.
Yeah, that's true.
Because losing the day means you don't wake up. And that's the worst thing that can happen, is you don't wake up. So every day is a gift, and every day is an opportunity to do something special. Every day you should be thanking your lucky stars that you're not on the wrong side of the dirt, because it happens. So every day, that's what it's in. Every day, Husker fans, be thankful. Be thankful that you feel so passionately about a team. You think Iowa fans are this crazy? Iowa fans, please.
They have bad corn. They have bad corn.
Yeah, bad corn too. So, chin up, little buckaroo.
All right, take us out, Bob.
Go Big Red!
Go Big Red! Let's go!